There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Okay, 2 matches, NU style, against PokeCor. He's going to lead with Basculin, I'm going to lead with Golem. This is actually our second match, which I recorded first for some reason. I'm going to decide to stay in, take the hit, go down to Sturdy, and get the kill with Sucker Punch. He had forgotten about Sucker Punch, yeah. He misses Toxic there, but that didn't matter because I was holding a Lumberry, and I was just death foddering him there. But Golem is actually going to do a lot of work, even though I had passed him off as death fodder as early as like turn 2 or something. So Armaldo is out. I taunted it, preventing the use of Stealth Rock, and I believe, yeah, it does have Sword Dance, so I prevented it from using those attacks. I think it only has X-Scissor and Rapid Spin, so my bird Pokemon actually walls it. As you see there, I was going to go for a Leaf Storm, and Braviary takes it like a beast. He is going to take this Fire Blast, his Solar Power, Sunny Day powered, Charizard Fire Blast. He's going to take that, and it only does, I don't know, like 80% or something, so that was insane. That is a custom set of his. It must be max HP and special defense, with Bulk Up and Roost. I'm going to do a lot of damage to Chimico with Spec Psychic. I wasn't sure if he was going to use Shadow Ball or not, so I just let my Coconuts, the Exeggutor, die. And this is a clutch move in the entire game that I probably will never replicate again. I'm going to pass Wish successfully to a 1 HP Golem. I was banking on the fact that he was going to go for Toxic instead of Waterfall. I didn't think he was going to switch out at all, but switching out worked too, because Golem still had his Lumberry, and he didn't know about the Lumberry at all. So Golem is back in the game from being death fodder to being a very useful in-the-fray Pokemon like he's going to do now. After some small revenge killing with Scarf War, Mamma Mia, the Golem is going to come in and do some massive damage. I'm not going to get a crit. I'm going to miss my second Stone Edge, and he's going to opt to go for Stealth Rock, which is interesting. Definitely, probably should have just killed me with X-Scissor. It's down to his Armaldo and Alamamala. I was very tempted to trick it my Choice Scarf, but in the back of my mind, I thought he might switch to Armaldo, and if I give it a Scarf, it might sweep me. As silly as it sounds, it might happen. So I do the wiser play and just go for a couple Thunderbolts, and that's going to wrap up that match. And that was our second match. And this is our first match, which he uses. It's kind of the same team. It is actually a slightly different team. He said he moved some EVs around from the first to the second battle, but it is using all the same Pokemon. So I'm going to set up some Toxic Spikes. I'm going to predict his Rapid Spin. He's just going to use X-Scissor here. He's actually watching TV for our first match, so he has no idea I'm setting up entry hazards. He only realizes it later, which is fine. It actually looks like he's kind of predicting my stuff. I'm going to get my free switch into Birdemic as well, get my Toxic Orb up, and then Facade, because I was pretty sure that Facade would kill Chimico. Then he goes into Armaldo, who is burned, and I'm just going to Facade U-turn and do a lot of damage. Go back into Pearl. He's going to go for Sword Dance, and I'm like, what? I don't think he was paying attention when I burned him, or paying attention to the fact that his health is really low, so that is definitely something to look out for. Since this is our first match, I had no idea what that Basculin was. Judging by damage, that's probably Choice Band, so I know I can probably outspeed with Scarf and go for Hidden Power Grass, which isn't enough to take it out, but due to my evil Stally powers with this team, I'm just going to protect Poison Kill off that Basculin, and now he's going to show Marowak, and I'm going to U-turn, and go into Pearl, and Kinda hoping he would go for a ground move, or actually I was pretty sure he would go for Stone Edge, but he's going to use Thunder Punch, which is interesting. He's going to reveal his rock move as Smackdown, which is kinda cool, but not going to be of much use since I am just going to kill you with Hex. And Braviary, it did so well in our second match, but in this match it is slower than Mischievous because it is max HP and special defense. It must not have any speed investment, that's all I can say, because Mischievous doesn't have any. So I'm going to get the burn off and the curse, so that really doesn't help his Braviary at all. Since this is our first match, I didn't know it was specs yet, so I thought he was just going to set up screens or something. That's why I went for Toxic instead of Roar or Metal Burst. Metal Burst actually would have been really genius, but what can he do? I don't want anything else to take it, so I'm going to have to sack Bastiodon, and now I'm going to go into Happy Tree, get up that Rock Polish, which is the best thing Happy Tree can do. It makes him so happy. And I was kind of scared of this Alamamala. I guess I shouldn't have been scared because it is toxic, but I have, in the past, died from recoil from wood hammering an Alamamala while it was Wish Protect stalling. I'm not kidding you, it is that bulky of a Pokemon, but because he is toxic, that is kind of an unlikely scenario. And I'm just going to finish off his team with a couple high-speed wood hammers. And, yeah, that's pretty much fighting one guy. Not randomly, that guy actually did want to battle me. We had, like, 5 matches. We were going to have 6, but the server went down, so I very hastily recorded the 2 best matches we had. And yeah, this is actually a pretty solid display of my 2 favorite NU teams. I pretty much only use one or the other. Yeah, I think NU is actually my strongest here. So I guess question of the day, what's your favorite NU Pokemon? I never do question of the day, but I'm here rambling, so, you know, whatever. Go for it. Go for it. So yeah, tell me in the comments section if you want to, and as always, that'll be it for now. That doesn't make sense. As always, there will be more coming shortly, I guess. Yeah, alright, bye.